It hits me hard and it cuts me deep.
So a couple days ago, I got an email from the co-founder of 368, which is Casey Neistat's company slash project slash event space thing he's doing. And so, like I said, a couple days ago, I got an email from the co-founder of 368 inviting Sarah and I to a Thanksgiving dinner with a bunch of emerging creators.
Yeah.
So that's tonight. That's what we're going to be doing. But right now it's noon and it's lunchtime. So that isn't until tonight. So we're going to be out exploring, vlogging, and before we get there. And we always tend to eat at the same 4 places essentially.
Yes.
And so we're trying to branch out today and eat something else. Right now we're in Chinatown, USA. And we're gonna be walking around. We're actually right next to the famous Doyers Street. It's also called the Bloody Bend. And they did have a huge painted dragon on it, and they're actually power washing it off right now. But we're gonna be walking down Doyer Street, trying to find some food. So let's do it.
I'm 1,000 miles from happiness, 1,000 miles from you.
Here's some remnants of the dragon. And also this is a really popular spot to take photos. The problem with trying to find somewhere new to eat in Chinatown is that it's all Chinese. And Sarah very, very, very seldomly will agree to eat Chinese with me.
Yeah, and I already did once this month, so.
Yeah, exactly. Already once this month.
But we had discussed the plan to go to the Lower East Side, remember?
And then we passed Doyer Street. So.
And I said, we can walk down Doyer Street. I didn't agree to eat on Doyer Street.
So now we're gonna make our way to the Lower East Side, try to find some food that isn't Chinese.
Yes.
Or Vietnamese, or Japanese, or Korean.
Far reach from you to me. I feel the time and the space between. It's 1,000 miles of loneliness, 1,000 miles from you.
Oh, we made it to the Lower East Side, LES, NYC. And what's funny is even though we technically live in the Lower East Side, we live on the very western end of Lower East Side. Yeah. And so we always spend all of our time in Little Italy, Soho, Nolita, East Village type area. We rarely ever walk to the east and go actually explore Lower East Side. So there's very few places we've actually, I don't know, experienced over here.
We should probably know our own neighborhood.
So we found this place called Ha 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 Taqueria. It's spelled the Spanish way though, J-A-J-A-J-A.
Yeah.
But it's on East Broadway, which with every place that I've ever lived or ever been to, if you have a street that is called East Broadway, and we also have a West Broadway, that would tell you that the street runs east and west, and it depends on which side of town you're on, if you're on East Broadway or West Broadway. But no, that's not how it works in New York City. We have a West Broadway, a Broadway, and an East Broadway, but they're not the same street, and they all run in north and south. Just West Broadway is on the west side of Manhattan, Broadway is in the center of Manhattan, and East Broadway is on the east side of Manhattan. 3 different streets.
Makes sense.
Alright, but now we have to find the entrance to Ha 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 Ha. Oh, here it is. It's a Mexicana, not taqueria.
Every mile on my mind leads to you. It leads to you.
Okay, so this place is all vegan, and I got a vegan chorizo burrito that looks amazing, and it was $12. Sarah got the breakfast burrito, which has their sausage in it,
Coconut queso.
and it is $13. They do both look amazing.
Yeah.
So I guess that's about it.
I'm not around, but I'm not gone. I miss the bed you're sleeping on.
first impressions is that the vegan chorizo is really good, but on the menu there was a little pepper next to the chorizo burrito, which indicated that it was spicy. It isn't spicy. Here's a shot of what the vegan chorizo looks like. I don't think you can see it on camera, but my glasses are fogging up. There's beads of sweat on my nose. Pretty spicy. Sarah's wasn't spicy at all, and she's still...
My nose is running. I can't do spice.
Okay, we are done, and the burrito, chorizo burrito, slamming. So good. Very good. Breakfast burrito, very good.
I really liked it.
And we are burrito connoisseurs. We have veggie burritos from either Essex Taqueria or Chipotle at least 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And that's conservative.
Yeah.
And I love a veggie burrito, but I totally forgot how good just that like kind of spicy, meaty flavor is in a burrito. But the reason we stick with the same 4 places all the time is because this was $26 without tip. 26 bucks plus I'm gonna have to give a $5 tip. So it's gonna be over 30 bucks for this lunch. And conveniently, we are going uptown, and the door to Ha 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 is literally right next to the F station. That's how you say it, ha ha ha. But I'm okay with spending $31 on lunch because Casey Neistat's picking up my dinner tab. There's a train arriving right now, but I don't know if it's uptown or downtown, but we gotta rush just in case. The doors are opening, and it's downtown. Oh, here it is.
Rushing and it's not your train. It's just like, feels so defeated, you know? You're like, ugh.
I'm 1,000 miles from Cody, 1,000 miles from you.
All right, we made it up to 34th Street. We're next to Big Macy's, and they're putting holiday lights up, and the windows say, wait for it, the elves can't wait to wow you. Our holiday windows unveil November 15th.
Ooh.
I hate winter in New York, but the Christmas season...
Yeah, November and December in New York truly is magical.
It is. It's like, even if you hate cold, it's worth coming to New York to see Christmas.
Yeah.
But we made the trek up here to 34th Street because we have an errand to run. We have to go pick up some new things. But that's going to be its own video.
Yes.
So you can come back on Friday to see what we're about to do in between what we just did and going to 368.
Yeah.
But since we're up here and we're also a little early, Sarah wants to treat herself
Yeah.
to a Chick-fil-A sweet tea.
We're never around Chick-fil-A, so might as well take advantage of it.
And dinner's free.
And dinner's free.
Every mile on my mind leads to you. It leads to you.
All right, we got our Chick-fil-A sweet tea. If you've never had Chick-fil-A sweet tea, it is quintessential Southern sweet tea.
Yes,
It
so
is
Southern.
basically, I don't think they could dissolve any more sugar into this.
No,
it is so sweet.
Way too much sugar.
Which is why it's a treat and not something you should have every day. But when we lived in Oklahoma, we had it every day. All right, so now we have to go run this errand, pick up this special surprise, and we will rejoin you on the way to 368.
We did it.
We're doing it. We're doing it, guys. Also, our friend Sarah Dici landed today and is actually going to be joining us.
Yeah.
All right, well, I have no idea what we're going to get into once we get in there.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can introduce you to some peoples, and I'll try to film things.
Some stuff, yeah.
But also, this is a networking thing, so the priority is meeting people.
We shall see how it goes.
Every mile on my path leads to you. It leads to you.
Walked right in the door, ran right into Roberto Blake.
How's it going, you guys?
We've been following each other online for a long time.
Yep. Internet homies.
Yes, and Roberto is the most active person on the socials I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Yes. Replies.
See there, Gary? See?
super awkward at parties. Doesn't like to mingle, but if she sees a dog, she'll meet him immediately.
Yep.
Heard it said when the road is long, all the miles make the heart grow fond. There's 1,000 miles of fun.
We just left the event, and there were so many people there.
Yeah.
Not to name drop, but Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat, L of the Mills, the guy from HQ Trivia, Akila, Lou, Jake, Neelai Patel, the editor-in-chief of Verge, and most importantly, Sarah Dici.
Hi, I'm alive. I'm back in town, and again, I feel like my life is just one big overexposure of whiteness. It's like, oh, I'm blind in my own self.
But what I'm getting at is, I don't know how we got invited.
I have no idea how we got invited, but I'm very grateful to have been invited.
When I walked in the door and Peter McKinnon was there, I was like, oh!
Yeah, because the invite said for emerging creators, but it was for all the creators.
Yeah. So yeah, super thankful that we got to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And now it is raining and we still have about 10 minutes to walk home.
Yep.
There's 1,000 miles